Hey, today we're going to do a lesson and talk about genetically modified foods. I believe that the more knowledge you can get on why our food has been genetically modified, and I want to talk about how you really do have the right to know what's going on with your food. And you also have the right to be vocal and to speak up and kind of show a force forward with what you decide to eat and what you decide to feed yourself and how you feed your family. So today's lesson is going to be on genetically modified organisms. My name is Dani Laux, and I am an IIN certified holistic health coach and a fitness professional. And you might be here just checking out my page based off of something that caught your eye, or you might be part of some of my online groups that I run where I educate and give information and tips to help those that want to live a healthier and more fit life. I specialize in autoimmunity and I work with functional medicine doctors as a way to help you to live better and healthier and happier. I also am a mom of two, and I'm a wife, and I also have 3 autoimmune diseases. So I am there with you, and I have fought for my life back. So I love to give you guys tips based off of the things that I have done. And I've been part of this industry for 25 years now, and I have found that when I first started finding out about genetically modified foods, I was really angry. I was actually really angry because I know for me, my oldest son is 18 now, and so I was pregnant in the late 90s, and that's when a lot of this started happening, and we weren't really told. We weren't told what was going on with our food. And now, for the past, I would probably say 10 years or so, we've been getting more information on this, and then more so now we're really looking at gut health. And I've been teaching about gut health for a number of years as a health coach, and I just know that now it seems to be kind of like this big thing that I'm happy the information is getting out there, but I just really love to give you guys more of a perspective on this so that way you can go, oh my gosh, what's going on? And looking a little bit deeper into the food choices that you're making and why you're making those food choices and what are some better things that you can do for your family. So I want you to have the right to know, because you have the right to know, because I remember what it was like when, we weren't being told, and we're still fighting, against the companies that are doing this and trying to tell us that it's okay. I want you to think about, would you eat a vegetable knowing that it was a product of a science experiment? Sometimes these things can be okay, but if it's a science experiment that is taking genes and artificially inserting these genes into its DNA, why? What really is the purpose of that? You'll hear a lot of things out there, how they're talking about, it's, to help feed the hungry. We have more food. We need more food. But honestly, if you guys think about how much crap food we really have that's making us sick, and if you think about how many more autoimmune diseases are out there now, it's just kind of wrecking havoc on our body. This is something that I become very passionate about, and just want to give you more of the information and encourage you to research more about it and look at what's really going on to help you to make these better decisions. The groups that I run online, for those of you that are part of that, you're looking at so many different things that I'm sharing with you about making food changes and how food can cause an inflammatory response in your body. But also from a holistic standpoint, we want to start to make more changes in regards to, the makeup that we're using, what we're using to wash our hair, what we're using for skincare, what we're using in our homes to clean and to cook with. And just all of these things really matter in regards to toxins. So if we're trying to eliminate toxins and help our organs function properly, and we're still consuming pesticides and genetically modified foods, these can be things that are holding us back from healing and moving forward. So that's where I kind of come in, and I just give you a little bit more information to get you to think a little bit harder or a little bit smarter about some of this stuff and really decide, is this something that you want to continue to eat or not? Okay, so here's one thing. I kind of look at some notes that I have in front of me, because some of these key things, when I read them, it makes me go, oh, aha. And I want to share that with you to get you to think that too. So would you eat corn that contained a toxin that had been shown to explode the stomach of an insect, even though it claims to be safe for humans? Do you really know where your beef is coming from? Do you really know where the meat that you are consuming is coming from? Do you know? Do you really know? Some of you might. You may already be really watching that and making smarter decisions with your food. Okay? Now, these products of genetic engineering or genetic modification are called genetically modified organisms, or GMOs. So the big thing right now that a lot of times you'll see, which I think is great, is we see this verified label now that is genetically, that is telling you if something is GMO free. And it's GMO free and it's verified. And I think that's great, because that is putting a label and it's letting you know for sure that there's no GMOs in there. It's been verified. So you want to really specifically look for that label with your foods. So with GMOs, there have been no long-term studies on the safety of genetically modified foods for humans, yet they are present in our food supply. And this is the thing that's kind of scary that I tell my clients about, is that corn and soy and sugar beets and cotton in the US are like the top genetically modified foods. It's almost like 90%. Some would even argue that 100% of our corn is genetically modified. That is just really, really difficult to be able to monitor that and to keep track of that. So, I've heard different arguments in regards to percentages, but if you think about that, our corn, our soy, our sugar beets, and our cotton in the US is genetically modified, and more and more and more is happening. And we're having an issue with our seeds. Farmers are having issues with contamination, and it's really disturbing when you think about that. So what can we do? What can we really do about this? Well, I want you guys to know that you have the right to know, and you also have the right to be vocal about this. So you guys control the market. We control the market. So we want to start really voicing what we need. And if enough of us are fighting together against this, and we are, focusing on buying non-GMO foods, and we're also even looking at going to local grocers, we're looking at companies. You look at these companies, these local grocers are going to be more likely to carry what the consumers are going to buy. So if we stick by this, which is what has been happening, if you think about that, that's why you're hearing a lot of this, how Aldi and Whole Foods and more local grocery stores now are bringing in the organic foods and are bringing in the non-genetically modified foods. So it's working so far. We're really speaking up as consumers. What we purchase, what we buy, money talks to these guys. So that's where you can do your part, and you can speak up with showing them based off of what you're buying. And we're kind of like forcing the market to change, which is good. So we want to avoid all genetically modified crops. And this list, it's really ever changing. So I would want you to, to continue looking into this information and checking on this, because new crops are popping up all the time, like every year. So far it's like alfalfa, canola, conventional meats like our beef and our chicken and our dairy are fed with genetically modified corn. Blech. So that's why when I talk to my clients about making better choices and going for organic and non-GMO foods, that's where that's going to make the biggest difference. Because if you do consume animal protein, and if you choose to do that, I would just highly recommend that you're making sure that you're getting the right kind of meat, you're getting the better meat where your animal is being taken care of and treated well and fed well, and that's going to make a big difference for your health. Okay, cotton, so look like cottonseed oil, Hawaiian papayas, soy, sugar beets, zucchini, yellow summer squash. So those are the things we always want to make sure that when we're buying those things that we're going for non-GMO, okay, and organic. So buying organic is going to help. So you want to buy only 100% organic, USDA 100% organic labels. So that's what you want to look for, as well as non-GMO labels. These are going to guide you to the foods and the products without genetically modified ingredients. So that's what I encourage you guys to look for when you're out there, when you're doing your grocery shopping, okay? And I want you to eat only 100% organic and grass-fed beef, chicken, and if you do decide to consume dairy, make sure that it is organic. Most of us benefit from giving up conventional dairy, and we benefit from giving up dairy completely and choosing things like organic, coconut milks or almond milks and things like that instead to stay dairy free for our health. Okay, so that's just an option that I wanted to give you. I want you to check out the Center for Food Safety. They have a mobile app and a shopping guide to help you to avoid genetically modified organisms in your foods. So that's something that you can use to help you when you're going shopping, and kind of check that out first because things are always changing. And you can also donate. That's how you can speak up. You can donate to this, and you can look at, different ways that you and your family and your friends can help with this. There's a couple of different sites that you can go to for that I can even plug into the group, so that way you guys can check them out if you want to. But I think that if you're donating to a good cause for that's helping them to get that out there, it's going to make a difference, because there's different institutes. There's like the Institute for Responsible Technology that has produced films, and they're getting they're illustrating the history of the genetically modified dangers, and they're just getting that information out there to help us to understand and really look at the genetically engineered nutrition. Isn't that weird to say that, genetically engineered nutrition? But that's really what's happening. So you also want to look at purchasing your supplements that are going to be, non-genetically modified as well. So when you're looking at supplements and you're looking at different things that you're going to consume in regards to even like protein shakes and collagen protein and bone broths and a lot of things that are like kind of the craze right now that are really helpful for our gut health, and supplements that are really helpful for our gut health. You want to make sure those things that you're taking, your supplements and your vitamins, are going to be beneficial to you and not harming you, because a lot of times they can have fillers in the ingredients that can be causing more issues in your body, raising your inflammation and kind of holding you back from healing and helping you to move forward, okay? So you really have the right to know, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about this when you're looking at your food choices, looking at your supplement choices, looking at the products that you're using in your home and for your skin and your nails and your hair and all of those things, making sure that they're better, safer ingredients for you to live healthy and to strive to live healthy and happy and fit, and to also help you heal, especially if you're dealing with autoimmune diseases already. You're that much more likely to get another one. So we want to try to do everything that we possibly can to prevent that, to reverse damage, and to help you to heal and to feel better and to live well. All right, you guys, so that's your lesson today. I hope that helped you. Please feel free to share this with anybody that you think that this would be good for to help get the word out. And you can also comment below and let me know how this has helped you. I have a free group on Facebook that is open for everybody to join in. It is called Fit Body, Fit Food, Wellness, and Beauty. And I'm Coach Dani, and I hope to see your request to join there. Thank you. Have a great day.